such a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for the opportunity to meet with you today. I'd like to ask you just a couple of questions around the importance of branding and marketing in your business, and how has that helped you? Some people say, the country's gone through economic climate changes and difficulties and so forth. How has that helped you in your business?
Well, it's been tough. It's not easy, and that's why the statistics show that 97% of all businesses that open and close within 3 years. What's made us different from other businesses is that we take a lot of energy, we spend a lot of time, and we have a success formula. Number one is you've got to have a passion for what you do. So we have a huge passion for what we do. Number two is you've got to work hard. Everybody wants to do what they want to do, but they don't understand they have to work hard. And in this life, you've got to work really, really hard. And you have to work hard consistently. A lot of people can work hard for a short space of time. I've been doing this job now for over 35 years. So to work hard consistently for that length of time, that's not easy. But it's a learned art. And if you love what you do, to me, it's not working. The next thing is you've got to have a really good idea, and our good idea, what catapulted us into where we are today, was the microwave oven. It was in 1979, and in those days, Alan J. Hellman had just started Game, Dion Friedland had started Dion's, and Alan Hirsch was just a repair technician. He was just fixing things, and he said to his boss one day, why don't we, if we can't fix things, if they're beyond speech, can't we just sell a person a new one? And his boss said, if you're so clever, go start your own business. So I just, after 5 years of marriage, left to have a baby, and my husband came home and said, I don't have a job because I'm going to start my own business. And we only had 900 rand to our name, and we had to start with that. But that was, we thought it was difficult at the time, but that was the right thing, because we knew we didn't have any more money. And it went very quickly, because we paid 300 rand for our rent, 300 rand for the sign outside, and 300 rand for electricity deposit. So we had no money to start with. So people say, you've got to have capital and borrow. Don't, because then you know you have to work hard, because you had to have money to pay the salaries on we paid wages on a Friday. So we had to work hard. So we did. And then we had a really good idea, because one of the things we had was the microwave oven, and people didn't know what they were. So I took it home, I experimented in it, I cooked in it, and that's how we started. I started doing cookery schools where I said, wow, this is fantastic. So I invited 11 ladies in. Our shop was so small, it's as big as your bathroom. We had to be well up on the pavement, invited the ladies in, I did a cooking demo, I showed them how to cook it. We sold to my and from there the word spread, and that's how our leg into the world of business. We had no experience. My husband was in education, I was sort of trained on the trick. I had no marketing, no branding experience, we had no sales experience, no business experience. We just knew that we had to make a living, and that's what we did. So I think a lot of people put too much emphasis on this and that, the next thing. Now when it comes to branding, we looked for a name for our business, and we were going to call it the Appliance Repair Company, because we only did repairs in those days. We're going to call it this and that. And my mom said to me, she said, you know what, people will always remember your name. If you have got a good name and people think about you, they remember your name, so use your name. So then we called it Hirsch's. And so that's how we started, and Hirsch became a brand. Then when my daughter came into our business, and she started the marketing, her brand was Lucy Hirsch, and as you've heard, the advertised Lucy Hirsch. And even today, the Rocky Horror Show, if you go to at the end of it, the girl comes back and she says, hi, my name is Lucy Hirsch. So I get advertising in places I never thought I'd get advertising in the Barnyard Theatre, where people are using our advert because of the branding. So branding is really important. Marketing is really important. You can never stop marketing, because you've got to tell people who you are, where you are, and what you do, and that's basically what marketing is.
Your story is truly amazing and really inspired me. I've sat until 2 o'clock in the morning watching all your YouTube clips. It was very exciting. The one thing that you're very passionate about is young entrepreneurs, and specifically the youth. I know that you've got a show coming up. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, I go out with my Girls with Dignity program, and for those of you who don't know, there's 9 million schoolgirls in South Africa, of which only 40% go to school for 4 weeks of the month. The other 60% only go for 3 weeks of the month. They cannot go to school because they have no sanitary protection. Now, you can't give them disposable pants, because where they live, they don't know where to dispose of them. They don't have flushing toilets, they don't have rubbish deliveries, they don't have anything. So with a lady by the name of Sue Barnes, and through Businesswomen South Africa, I got involved in the Girls with Dignity program, where Sue actually manufactures reusable sanitary pads, and I I take them in, and I and this is from South Africa, we take them into the schools, we give them to the girls so that the girls can come to school. And the results we've had have been truly amazing because we've taken girls with a 43% aggregate up to 85% aggregate in 3 to 6 months. It's been amazing. On Friday I'm doing a drop at school out in KZN, 1,000 girls. We're dropping 1,000 painting packs to those girls. Now the nice thing is that those packs last them from standard 6 to matric. So they have no excuse. They can go to school every single day. They can do well, they can do better than the boys. We wondered why the girls' marks were always lower than the boys' marks in a lot of these schools in the townships. And it's because they weren't going to school. Now what happened is their work ethic changed because when they came to the working environment, they were used to only going to school for 3 weeks of the month. They'd stay home that week. They were doing the same at work. And that's how I realized. And in going through the schools, I realized that I was, I'd meet 300 girls here, 500 girls here, a few people here, but I wasn't really getting the message across to the youth of South Africa. Now, in South Africa, our government promised us so much. They promised the youth so much. They were going to give them so much, and they haven't produced the girls. So the youth now are feeling very let down. They're feeling, who do I trust? So what I decided to do is start a TV show where I could take people who have made it in South Africa. And you've got to understand that this is the land of rock and honey. This is the land where Europe is in a crisis at the moment, where America's economy is really gone backwards. Where in England, people are struggling. In England, you literally live from hand to mouth. This country is a country of wealth and abundance. But the people here don't know because everybody tells you it isn't. Now, what if everybody told you this is a land of wealth and abundance? We took people who've made a lot of money, who've done really, really well in their life, and showed you how to do it. Because I was so fortunate because there was a man by the name of Margaret Hirsch who had learned his trade over 40 years, and he took 40 years to learn. He taught me in less than 2. He taught me my job. That's why it's so important for somebody to have a mentor. He didn't do anything. He wasn't the most amazing person. He was just a person who had been through what I had to do. So I thought if I could do that, and through the medium of a show, I could reach more people. So I want to start my own TV show, which hopefully will be up and running by June. So all the groundwork, and there's a lot of admin to go into it. Be up and running by June, where I can reach the youth of South Africa, where I can show them what they can do and what they have to do to get ahead, that it is possible. And I started my talk by saying it's possible.